Hi, I'm Kirk Hanson. We're here at the Markkula Center for Applied Ethics with Hank Shea, a distinguished fellow and professor at the University of St. Thomas School of Law in Minneapolis and the University of Arizona School of Law. Hank is a former federal prosecutor in Minneapolis and very effective in prosecuting white-collar crime. Hank, it's great to have you with us.
Great to be here.
Given the new bounty system under the Dodd-Frank Act, whistleblowers are sometimes eligible for cash bounties, even sizable cash bounties, for blowing the whistle on their organizations. Should companies be afraid of that new regime?
Well, companies should certainly be concerned about the new situation. There will be some people who will be motivated now to go outside the company, hire counsel, and try and bring claims. But I think it can also serve as a wake-up call for organizations, and they can use it as a motivator to look at their own internal processes and their own internal culture to ask themselves, are we doing everything possible to have our people come to us first to note irregularities, to raise questions, to be able to take the matter inside where we can deal with it straightforwardly and immediately so that they don't feel this need or this possible motivation to go outside.
Then, Hank, what is the legitimate role of whistleblowers in organizations? As a federal prosecutor, you relied on whistleblowers for some of what you learned.
Well, absolutely, there's a role for society, and I would argue for organizations as well. For the best organizations who are not only willing to tolerate the dissent, to tolerate people who raise questions, but actually to encourage and where appropriate protect people who are willing to ask the tough question or go beyond just simply talking to a colleague and actually bringing something up the chain of command. Organizations should welcome those type of individuals. They don't have to be viewed simply as a whistleblower. I mean, they can be a change agent. They could be the type of person who asks, why are we doing it this way? Is this the best way? Is this the most fair way to treat our customers, to treat people outside this organization? You should welcome people who have the courage to be able to make those statements, ask those questions, and if you don't, then you risk that they will feel they have no avenue where to complain or where to ask for guidance, and they'll go outside the company and beyond your control.
If a company wants to take advantage of the legitimate role of whistleblowers, how can they create a culture in which they take advantage of the benefits of whistleblowers without encouraging the kind of whistleblowing that's more destructive?
Again, it's a question of culture. I mean, the law is now very clear, it's been clear for some time, that organizations are legally obligated to protect whistleblowers, to prevent them from suffering retaliation. But the best organizations will say, what can we do to foster an environment where people will come forward? What can we do to acknowledge and even reward those who have the courage to rightly raise things that are wrong? Organizations that go that extra step, and whether it be by recognition or whether it be by simply the company rewarding or awarding those people for their forthright, genuine complaints, those companies are going to be able to head off problems before they get bigger or before they get reported to the government, to the media, or to organizations that may well have a much different interest than the company's well-being at stake.
Hank, how do I know whether my organization welcomes the kind of whistleblowing or raising ethical questions internally that you say is what a company needs?
You watch and see how people who have gone before you are treated, and particularly by the leadership of the company. When a CEO gets up at an annual meeting and says to the company as a whole and has it broadcast around the world, these were the people who came forward this year with ethical questions. We are recognizing them as champions. These are the type of people who I want to see promoted in this organization. These are the type of people who will make this organization a better place for all of us. That's the type of message that you hope is being sent. And if it's not, your company should be asking certainly, why not?
Thank you, Hank. And thank you for watching our video from the Markkula Center for Applied Ethics. Other videos on corporate ethics programs, corporate governance are available on the Markkula Center website. Thank you.